Hi everybody and welcome to Looking Forward to Math. Today we're going to talk about fractions on a number line. So being able to look at a number line and determine what fraction a certain point represents. Now, the greatest thing to remember when it comes to fractions on a number line is you're not counting the lines you see. Instead, you're counting the jumps. It's all about this space in between each line. So if we look at our first example, we want to determine what fraction this triangle represents on this number line. And you'll notice that we're working with fractions that are between 0 and 1. So all of our fractions are going to be equal or less than 1. So I'm going to start by drawing my fraction bar underneath here because I know a fraction has two parts. It has that numerator, that top number, and the denominator, that bottom number. So I like to put that fraction bar there to remind myself to include both parts. Next, I'm going to count how many total jumps it takes me to get from 0 to 1. So if I start at 0 and I jump to the first line, that's 1. To the second line, that's 2. And to the last line, that's 3. It took me 3 total jumps. 1, 2, 3 to get to the whole. So that means that my denominator, that bottom number, is going to be 3. Because remember, the denominator tells you how many parts in all. Think of a frog, right, starting here, and he has to jump until he gets to the total. So that's 3 jumps. Now, we want to do the same thing, but we're going to stop at the point this time because now we need to find the numerator. How many of these thirds are we talking about? So if we start at 0, again, we're counting the jump. So 1, 2. It took me 2 jumps, 1, 2, to get to the point, to get to this triangle. So my numerator is going to be 2. That means the fraction that this point represents is 2/3. So remember, it's all about the jumps. You're not counting lines. Let's try this bottom one here. So again, I'm going to start by drawing that fraction bar to remind myself that it's a fraction. Again, it's between 0 and 1. I want to start with my denominator first. You don't have to do it this way. This is just the way I like to do it first. So I'm going to count the jumps from 0 to 1. This is my whole. So let's see how many parts the whole is partitioned into. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It took me 4 jumps. This part, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts. So that means my denominator is going to be 4. There are 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, that make up this whole. Now, how many fourths are we talking about here on this number line where the triangle is? So again, we started 0. And we're going to jump to that triangle. So that's 1 jump. So this triangle represents 1/4. If I wanted to keep going, this would be 1/4. That means the next jump would be 2/4. 1, 2. The third jump would be 3/4. 1, 2, 3. And the final jump would be 4/4 or 1 whole. So this was finding fractions on a number line. If this video helped you and you feel like you became stronger in math, please like it and don't forget to subscribe so you can follow along for some more math videos. Thanks for stopping by and hope to see you soon. Bye.